Hi. So yeah, Frankie's last this time. You know, it's never like that. It would never be that way if I found them first. So sorry, Frankie, you're last, but you know, the best for last. Let's be real. Frankie, another one to the horde. As you guys know, I have every Frankie doll. So, you know, we're going to do a lot of comparisons in this one because you know, Frankie's my ghoul. So yeah, very excited to have this doll. Thank you once again, Mattel, for sending me these dolls. They're available online. Again, I'm filming this on Tuesday, so I'm not sure how that drop went, but you know, if it went bad, I'll put it on my screen. Hopefully not. We're going to manifest it was actually a good drop and everyone who wanted them was able to get them. And if you're watching this in the future, I'm hoping they're on shelves and you know, you're able to just look at them, you know, and buy them if you want, you know, normal retail things. But anyways, guys, let me just roll my intro real quickly and we can get into Frankie.
No.
I am the biggest Frankie stan. No one will ever be as big of a Frankie stan as me. Hi. Welcome back to the channel, guys. These are the shout outs from the last video. If you want a shout out, watch to the end and you'll find out how to get one. But anyways, guys, today we are looking at Frankie from the Real Drama collection. They are the last one that I needed to review for the complete collection. I'm excited to do their hair video now. And if everything goes to plan, that video should be out Friday, Saturday. I'm not going to say it's official, but you know, if it is, cool. Jay, you did something right. But once again, I'm so happy Mattel sent me all these dolls. It means a lot to me. Let's look at their box. So just like the other ones, the box is in the style of like a movie poster and or the silver screen. So we have some lights on either side. We have a reel down here with Frankie's pictures, the one that's going to be on the poster that we get with this doll. It says Admit 1, Frankie Stein, and there is an arrow pointing at Frankie's face, which is the poster peeking through. And it says Monster High, Real Drama, and it says in a few more languages. Now, this is my fourth black and white Frankie. I'm not complaining though, because I would like more to come out. I think it's such a cool concept and I love it when Frankie gets them. And there is Frankie's Pantene commercial. Honestly, did not have to serve this hard and I love how it's laminated. You need a poster of all four ghouls just in their glamour shots, you know what I'm saying? Look how good they look. Ugh, totally shocking. Frankie Stein is stitched with style and this ghoul is ready to make sparks and limbs fly. And it says in 3 different languages right here. On the bottom of the box there's some more stuff right here and it also says the website down below. And here is the barcode for Frankie's. But anyways, guys, now we're going to take Frankie out of the box. I'm so excited. I'm hoping that their hair is a little thicker than the pre-production because I mean it is long, so you know, work. But anyways, guys, let's open them. Oh, we're flopping. And Frankie is out of the box and oh my god, their hair is so long, oh my god. But anyways, guys, before we get into the physical doll, I'm going to show you everything that they came with and then we'll move on to them. First things first, they come with a gray doll stand. Now this is the exact same gray as their original basic doll, so it's pretty much the same for them. The base is clear and the clamp is more cloudy, so this is the good clamp. Next we have Watsit. This is the second time Watsit has been ever grayscaled, so very excited to actually have this. But instead of him being brown, he has many shades of gray and his eyes are blue. You get the mini poster of Frankie and Watsit. They look like they're just doing the Frankenstein hands and all. Oh, the Frankenstein hands, and it looks like they broke through a poster. It's kind of reminding me of Looney Tunes. It's made of a cardboard material. Then we have the giant version of the poster and it's on a thicker piece of paper. And now that I have all 4, I am going to probably find a frame that fits all of them and we'll see how that looks. I'll post it on Instagram or on my community tab when I do it, but love this so much. But yeah, that is everything that Frankie comes with. These dolls do not come with a brush, a diary, or their purses, or in Draculaura's case, an umbrella. Now that we've looked at everything Frankie comes with, let's look at Frankie themselves, and then I'm going to do a lot of comparisons because I have a lot of dolls to compare them to. Frankie is gray once again. This is their 4th time ever being gray, and I believe it's the same gray their SDCC doll that came out this year, which, you know, we'll be doing comparisons to. Yeah, it's a light gray color instead of the mint green we're used to for Frankie. Frankie has their normal hair color along with black streaks in it, and the electric blue is added. It is saran and it is really, really long. I am very excited to wash this and make it look a little better because right now out of the box it just feels meh. They have a little pull up right here like their normal doll. Instead of it being a bump this time, it is just like the originals, but there is more blue in it than a black. Now, as for the thickness of this hair, it feels kind of alright, but it kind of reminds me of the pre-production. It's just obviously longer, so that does add a little more weight to it. We'll see what it's going to be like when I wash it. As for Frankie's face, they have gray eyebrows that are very thin. There's a lighter gray on the lid and a darker gray above it. They have 2 blue eyes instead of a green and blue, but this eye is a lighter blue than this one. So it still has the heterochromia, but not like what they usually have. And instead of their lipstick being that deep red, it is a black color, and they have their stitch mark. Now, I can tell you right off the bat that the earrings are not going to be the same as the original Comic-Con doll that came out in 2010. The earrings are a solid silver instead of it having some dimension on the skullet like the original 2010 Comic-Con doll. So Frankie does still have their neck bolts on this doll, and the stitches are the same as well. And if we move on to Frankie's schoolgirl dress, it is in complete grayscale, so it's black, white, and gray plaid, and it has a white satin on the top with the black zigzag stitch, and it also has the little baby collar, the signature black tie, and the dots on it are a silver metallic, a little gray skullet on the bottom. The sleeves are made of a fishnet. They do have their bracelet. Now this bracelet is notorious for breaking, so be careful with that, but it is a metallic silver color. Frankie's belt pretty much stayed the same if I'm correct, because it was typically just black and silver. I think maybe the silver is just a little bit different. It's more of a gunmetal silver than a silver. And also the skirt isn't as poofy as the pre-production. There is the white mesh under it. The original has black mesh. So Frankie's shoes look quite the same. They did actually change them, which kind of surprised me. So instead of the paint being white, they just painted it silver. I'm happy they did that, so it didn't look like you just got the same shoe for this doll. But yeah, that's Frankie. Frankie is a really basic doll. But guys, now I'm going to make this video very complex, and we're going to bring out several Frankie dolls, and we're going to do a comparison. So let me put them on their stand, and let's bring out the Frankies, shall we? So before me are different Frankies. So we have 2010 Gold Shores, but I rerouted it, so we're gonna just roll with that. And we have the Comic-Con for this year, and I do have the 2010 one, but that one I'm gonna bring out at the end because it's still in its box. Right off the bat, the gray is completely different even from this new one. It's got a kind of more of a blue like hue to it in a way. Kind of like what happened with Claudine. Claudine had more of a purple shift in their gray. So I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought it was for sure gonna be like these two. I was wrong. As you can see, what I was talking about with the dress does seem to be a little longer than the original, and then this one I believe is a 2012 reproduction if I'm correct. I could be wrong. Doesn't feel as nice as this one though. Tie is actually missing that little angle part that the original had. These two look completely different even though they're from the same year, so that's kind of wild. But I feel like this one is not gonna have that blue issue that this doll had. So some people had like bluing in the skin with this doll, which I found weird. I have it very slightly under their eye, but I'm not worried about it. Yeah, as you can see with the shoes, they're typically white and black, but this time they're black and gray. And the paint on it is not as visible as the white on this, so that's very interesting. And here's what Watset looked like originally, and here is the new Watset. As you can see, there's no color in the new one, minus the eyes, and the color on this one is like this darker brown, lighter brown, and then the green and blue eye. The wings are the same color. The black on the original is still here on this one. So now let's compare it to the original black and white Frankie, shall we? So yeah, as you can see, the gray on the original black and white Frankie is like a more normal gray, while this one has kind of a like blue hue to it. The hair has obviously kind of yellowed on the original black and white Frankie. I didn't do much about that because like they've never been reviewed from their box. And even the Watsets are a different form of gray. So that is very interesting that they didn't go with the original. And I think they maybe didn't go with the original because they didn't want it to be too exact in case you wanted to make your own like copy of it. But yeah, it's definitely different. So guys, I'm going to pose Frankie in their final pose and do my final thoughts on them. So yeah, BRB. Okay guys, so that is Frankie. Obviously I love them because it's Frankie and I'm always gonna love a good Frankie doll. And this one is so different looking from the other one. So that is actually really cool that they did that. So let me know your thoughts down below on that. Do you like this new skin tone for the grayscale Frankie, or do you like the original? I think I like the original a little more because this one has like kind of that blue hue to it and it's almost like looking white on camera. So yeah, I definitely like the original grayscale vibe. They probably did this skin tone though because what the grayscale was like in the vintage movies from back in the day. I do like how it is different, so that is cool. I do love the pops of blue. I'm a blue girl, so I love me some blue. The outfit is actually really cute. I do kind of want to get an extra just for the outfit, but I don't want to buy a full Frankie, so I'm probably just gonna wait until they're online and people are selling them so I could do that and give it to my custom Frankie that I was making this year. But yeah guys, let me know your thoughts on Frankie and the rest of the Real Drama doll line. I think it is so cool and I'm so excited to wash their hair and get that that video up, so stay tuned for that as well. These dolls retailed for $26 or $27 and they were online, and I'm not sure if they're in stores. Again, I'm filming this on Tuesday night, so whatever chaos happens in a few hours, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. If you want to keep up to date with all these stuff, follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. It's at ZombieXCorn. And if you aren't following me on YouTube, you should. I'm Jay and I do doll stuff. Duh, I don't like that order I just did that in. And guys, if you want a shout out in my next video, make sure to comment this emoji. If you're one of the first 3 people, you're gonna get a shout out in the beginning of the video. So yeah, good luck. Anyways, guys, I will see you in my next video. But for now, bye.